Shortly after my wife and I were married, we wanted to have children. And after 2 or 3 years, it just wasn't working. Several fertility treatments and 4 lost pregnancies later, we cried out to the Lord in prayer, God, we just want to have children. What do we need to do? And we felt him respond saying, there are children out there who want and need parents. And here you want to be parents and don't have children. So just as I adopted you into my family, you should consider adopting children to build your family. And so we did. And through a series of miraculous events, we adopted my oldest daughter locally and 3 children from Haiti. And we've been so blessed. And that's just one way that the Lord's helped me.
Over the past few years, our family has been through a few trials, though God has been present in every single one of them. Most recently, however, on January 22nd of this year, our new baby daughter arrived. She arrived with an undiagnosed heart condition that didn't allow her body to receive the oxygen that it needed. It was a serious condition and was diagnosed very quickly after she arrived.
So fast forward about 6 days, and we found ourselves in Lena's NICU room, ready to send her away for open heart surgery. We knew that medically the odds were in her favor. Everything suggested that the surgery should go very well, but we also knew that God gives and he takes away. Every part of me wanted to just tell the nurses to leave and keep holding on to my baby. I didn't have the capacity to send her away knowing that I might not get her back again. It was in that moment that God gave us the strength that we needed, and that is where God helped us.
It was maybe an hour after hearing the news of my dad's death that I felt this overwhelming need to escape. So I ran outside to the corner of our block and just broke down crying. I realized that I couldn't go through this trial without God's help, and I wouldn't be able to walk through life unless God held me up. So I verbally cried out, begging God to cover me, to make his presence known, and to just surround me with his grace. At that moment, I realized, even though I was still crying, I knew that I wasn't alone. After a few moments of just begging and crying out for God, I felt this unexplainable peace. I was still crying, but in that moment, I knew that I wasn't alone. And it settled in my heart that I wasn't fatherless, but I had a perfect heavenly Father taking care of me. As we approach the 1-year mark, and I look back over all that has happened in that time, I can truly see that God has been with me every step of the way. He has kept his promises, and he has given me a constant, reassuring peace. And that is where God helped me.